Why, hello there, my name's Depth Charge 2030, and today I'm talking about the new 52 Futures End issue number 16. Take a look at this cover art. We've got the Brainiac-controlled, sorry about that, that's my Mountain Dew in the corner, doing stuff. We've got the engineer controlled by Brainiac, and an army of Super Friend Brainiacs over there. So that's neat. My only problem with this cover is that it's a giant spoiler for the cliffhanger at the end of the issue. It's like taking the best part of the issue and just pouring it out. Just being like, haha, yes, here it is, yes. So it just detracts from the comic and how good it could be. If it was just like the engineer doing, like, murdering Frankenstein and all that, it'd be good. It wouldn't reveal anything in the amazing cliffhanger, but it does, and that just detracts from the cool factor of this mystery that just unwinds. And sorry, burping. And so, just jump right in and talk about the issue. The issue opens up in Washington, D.C., and it follows kind of who might be considered DC's version of Captain America. In past issues, such as issue number 2, we saw this guy kind of just standing there being weird, and then we saw him with the Justice League. It's this one guy with the American flag known as Stormguard, and he's just like, he just pops in on this operation. He's like, like an undercover cop. These people are selling like some of this Boyer guy's work, and so he just cracks down on that, and it's just like, America, because this is in Washington, D.C., you know, with that giant monument in the background and whatnot. They're doing it at the lake, and so all that happens, and then, like, Stormguard, he just, like, because this one of the guys is a ex-soldier who fought in the war with Earth 2, and so he just, like, manages to be like, hey, dude, we all fought in that war, you know, and it just brings up the tears, and it's like, we don't need to fight, man. We can be friends. I will help you. And then his American flag in the wind, and that's like, America everywhere. America. Yeah. Then we just cut over to what's going on Caddis Island. Faraday, he's trying to be like, hey, Mr. Miracle, whose name I forgot last review. Thank you, Wikipedia, for reminding me who this guy was. And he's just like, what is Mr. Miracle, doing now? Because Faraday now can see Mr. Miracle running around outside of a cell, so he's trying to figure out what's going on. Then we cut over what's up with 50 Sue and Deathstroke and all that. And so they're still trying to figure out that whole stealth Omax. They're kind of puzzled about that, because Faraday, he's just, I don't have stealth Omax, so you guys should definitely figure that out. And so an interesting bit worth noting is that 50 Sue actually has, like, Lana Lang from Earth 2 hanging around. It's like, haha, you're my mom now. And Lana Lang's just like, okay. And she's like, hey, you and Deathstroke should get married. And so Deathstroke's just like, not going to get into this at all. And so 50 Sue is just weird. Like, I don't hate her in this issue. There's just weirdness that I'm just like, okay, that's okay. Then we cut over to what Mr. Terrific's up to, and he's just talking with Hal 9000 about life and how he's... And then, we've all been like, oh, it's Brother Eye, but then Brother Eye's just like, oh, and I can't wait to talk to the world's smartest man when I meet you face to face when I reach your planet. Except, Brother Eye is a satellite, correct? That's, that just leaves that question right there. So then we cut over to Metropolis, where Lois Lane, she's just like, hey, I'm a reporter, I need to get in there, because Superman's fighting Rampage again, and then, well, Rampage gets upper hand and kind of breaks Superman's helmet, but we don't see who it is. But then Rampage just swats Superman away, and then turns her attention to Lois, and that's where that part of the comic ends. And then it segues back over to Frankenstein and company, and they're just like, guys, we gotta get out of here, says Hawkman. And then the engineer shows up and is just like, why, hello there, and talking in the same speech pattern as HAL 9000 Brother Eye, too. Like, the exact word font and coloring on the boxes, too. Keep that in mind. And so, she goes on to be like, you're not on a planet, and whatnot. And so, yeah. And just goes, and then just reveals that this is a spacecraft created by my master. And so, the spacecraft wasn't what destroyed... Hawkman goes like, so this is the spacecraft that destroyed Stormwatch, but then Engineer goes like, oh, no, this didn't destroy Stormwatch, my master did. And then, because of the cover, this is kind of spoiled, but then we see that the person who's kind of playing all the strings, who we thought was Brother Eye, is actually Brainiac. So, that's pretty damn... That's a big cliffhanger right there. And that's the end of the issue. So, this entire issue actually changes Future's End for me, because I think I'm reading a little too much into this, but I'd like to speculate, you know? So, the art was good, but I'd like to talk about the issue itself. What I'm thinking and all that is like, oh, Brainiac is what brought... It's like, I'm thinking to the future, and like, wait, does this mean that the Brother Eye of the future is Brainiac? And that's just like, what? And like, it kind of ties in all together with what Brainiac is being built up with the Constantine and all that. Although I am kind of left wondering what the hell Stormguard's got a purpose in here. That was a kind of a throwaway part of the issue. I'm glad they only spent like a few pages, but still they wasted time with Stormguard. Although it was kind of interesting seeing Black Captain America before we get Black Captain America in Marvel. You know, yeah. So this issue just, like, kind of made me just question Future's End as a whole. And I'm just like, what the frick is this anymore? We're fighting Brother Eye, now we're fighting Brainiac? Choose a villain! I'm already having trouble following all these storylines. Now I have a new villain, what the frick? And so, yeah. If anything, this is a 3.5 out of 5. It leaves you with this cliffhanger that they build up in the beginning of this issue, that they've been building up, and leads to this, and it's just like, what? What? Like, you've been like, oh, it's Brainiac, but we didn't know how far into this Brainiac was. No, we did not. No, he is HAL 9000. He's been manipulating Mr. Terrific. He's been doing this. This is just like, what? And we're only at issue 16 of this, like, 52-issue long series, so yeah, my name's DepthTrench2030. I enjoyed this comic, and I hope you've enjoyed this video review. So, yes, take care.